most of the wrestlers at that time, were drinking. We drink 12 beers on the way to wrestle. It was crazy. In those days, it was just, you could drink and drive. Nobody ever got pulled over, especially in South Africa. And everybody would just have a big party on the way to the show and on the way back.
I heard about Portland at one point. Piper came and they in one of his runs, the booker pulled, and I think he was with either Playboy Buddy Rose or Matt Bourne, one of those two, where as soon as they had their booking meeting, they each were given an 8-ball as kind of a bonus for riding. Did you hear that one?
I heard, yeah.
I think it was Matt Bourne, actually, for sure.
Yeah, I heard about those days. And Playboy Buddy Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also. And Bobby Jaggers. I don't know, I don't know how much you know about Bobby Jaggers.
He passed away about 10 years ago, I think, just more.
Yeah, it's funny because I bought a van, a Good Times van.
Yeah.
And I would drive to the towns, and it would be Bobby Jaggers, myself, and Steve Simpson, and Billy Two Eagles, and Jerry Gray, and Steve Pardee, and we'd all be in that Good Times van. And it was kind of funny because, it would be one big party back there, and I wasn't into the cocaine or anything, but I could hear them on the way to the towns, snorting their cocaine.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it was. We'd all be drinking on the way there. And I really liked that territory.
Yeah.
It was fun. And it wasn't a big territory, so you could actually travel. The farthest we ever went was 8 hours, and that was to Medford, Oregon.
Yeah. So you guys are showing up at the matches. You're not so bad with the drugs, but it wouldn't be uncommon that someone's consumed numerous lines of cocaine and a 6-pack or 2 of beer before you get in the ring with them.
And I think that their thought was that they could drink, but if they would do the lines, because it would be before you, maybe 45 minutes before you got to the town.
Yeah.
And it would sober them up, to be able to, to wrestle a little better. I don't know how.
It's not like that at all now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a business now.
Yeah.
In those days it was crazy. But
the characters were better back then because they were so crazy.
Yeah. I watch the wrestling now. I mean, I don't often, but I've watched it. And I think especially with our wrestling in Portland, at that time I was only wrestled in Portland. Yeah. But in Dallas later when I got there, the wrestling just seemed so much more believable. It wasn't so, showmanshipy.